favorite wrestlers that they put them together. It's like a Russian roulette. Like someone's not coming back. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But this was a very okay to good match. It was not a great match. Tyra May Steele comes out with the thumbs. Hey, 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 hey. I'm like, oh God, this is just, but again, she's been in ROW in Texas, and this is her gimmick. I kind of did a little back search. And yeah, that's been her gimmick in ROW, kind of like obnoxious that she's the villain, but she thinks she's not the villain. Like in her mind, she thinks that she's the good girl. And I'm like, yeah, because when you suplex somebody, you don't really see the person's face when you beat the crap out of them. Of course, you think you're the hero. No, you're destroying people. Come on. But yeah. Carlee Bright comes out. It's a good storyline. Carlee Bright comes out. Does the Wisconsin thing. I have 2 clips here. Let's just hear clip number 1 because this is kind of crazy.
From Kenosha, Wisconsin, Carlee Bright.
Well, Peter, you got to remember, she ended her friendship with Kendall Gray a few months ago. I don't want to say end the friendship, but they basically said that she wanted to go her separate way from her, so she wasn't in the shadow of everything Kendall is doing. She wanted to create her own path, and I don't blame her. She's the resident ray of sunshine, but she needs an edge. She needs something different. Will she bring that to this match? I hope so.
Well, she better, because Tyra May Steele, what she may lack in experience in the ring, she makes up for with an unbelievable athletic ability.
I want to put that out there. This match was based on the fact that Tyra May Steele once again was dominating 90% of the match. Freaking Carlee Bright did a jumping neck breaker for the top rope that was kind of like a blockbuster, but they kept saying it was a neck breaker. I guess so. In the end, Carlee Bright went to the top rope, jumped on Tyra May. Tyra May held her, converted it into a Samoan drop, and turned it into the air raid crash that Sheamus does. Sort of, because she didn't fall on the right. She didn't fall like this way. She fell on her back. So it's kind of is like a Samoan drop, like the DRWC show we're talking about. I give this match a B. Okay, I'm saying this honestly. I watched this 3 times. It felt like the match was like a little bit like slow underwater, and they weren't comfortable with what they're doing. And Cardi M and me said this the same thing. It felt like Tyra May Steele genuinely didn't want to hurt Carlee Bright. So she was kind of holding back on certain moves. I'm like, I get it. You don't want to hurt your wrestler. That means you're a lot more powerful than what they're letting you do. And that's the scary part. Lean into that. But before we get to see with Terrell, Cardi M, your thoughts on the match and rating?
No, you put it quite well. That's how I feel about it. It was a good match, but it was just for me, like seeing Tyra May Steele come back and her gimmick being different was a surprise. Like you said, the back and forth between the two of them was kind of off. But so I'll give this match a B. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm happy to see Tyra May Steele back, and I want to see more from her. She's powerful.
I mean, but you don't go, like, you should not be going here. You should be going to NXT. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in a second. CJ Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match. Thank you for the ding dong.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Yeah, it seemed like that. Tyra was kind of holding back really through that whole match. But yeah, it was all right match. I give it a B also. And yes, Tyra should still be there. I'm still on. She should still be there. But Carlee Bright, she getting somewhere with her skills, but she keep going, like getting matches and getting her step up. She might be all right. So she getting there. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was good hearing that Hallmark music again, man.
Yeah, Hallmark.
It felt so good to hear Carlee Bright's theme music, and that's what I like. Man, y'all gotta admit, man, that theme song just send a shockwave of happiness through you.
Special.
It is.
Yeah,
I feel good.
Yeah, but too bad she has to be too bad she has to be in the ring with Tyra May Steele, man. I was expecting Tyra May to like real deal go in on her because like y'all mentioned on ROW, she can go. She can go. She is a Olympic gold medalist, for crying out loud. She should be on NXT. She won LFG to be on NXT. I would even say she is main roster ready. I mean, look at her accolades.
Right.
You could literally put her with Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. She could be the new member of the Secret Harvest, and she would fit in awesomely.
Like a Navy SEAL.
Exactly. Like it would be so. It'll be like she's at home on the main roster. But that's my opinion. But the match is definitely a B. But yeah, she probably didn't want to hurt. She probably didn't want to hurt Carlee. You know what I'm saying? I love my technical wrestlers, but I really wish that she put her in an ankle lock.
Shoot.
Yeah. Like, and she never did. And before we get the coach, Cardi, you want to say something?
No, I was responding to that. I feel like her and Keanu Carver would make a really good group together.
Oh my God.
Just dominating everybody.
Yeah, like he's just scared of her. He never says why, but he's just scared of her.
And she like respects him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Before we get the coach, clip number. I have 2 clips more of this match, but clip number 2. So let's hear this.
Wouldn't you think, Stone, that seeing everything that's happened for Kendall Gray has to inspire Carlee Bright on some level?
A win can move you forward in this division. A loss can make you stand still. But trying to out-wrestle a Tyra May Steele isn't a smart thing to do.
Really, really well said. So what do you do then if you can't out-wrestle Tyra May Steele?
You find a way to get out of one of her holds, and you use strikes. Maybe you have a submission that you can lock in a different position.
She's getting bent in half right now.
And I hope, and I wanted to put this, Coach, what's your thoughts on that? The fact that should be a catchphrase. A win pushes you forward, a loss keeps you still. But if you try to out wrestle Tyra May Steele, it's just a bad idea. Your thoughts?
I like that. I do like it. I still feel like everybody else said, she should really be on NXT. Like all throughout this match, it was an okay match, but I just couldn't get past the fact that she shouldn't really be on NXT on Evolve, and that bothered me because like she won LFG. She should be on NXT. That's the whole concept of NXT. But yeah, as for the catchphrase, I think it could be good. And then the match itself was a B. It didn't really do a whole lot for me. It was really just an average match in my opinion. I don't have too much input to really give to it.
Okay. I mean, it's sad. Again, but here are these thoughts, your thoughts on the match, rating, and that catchphrase. A win pushes you forward, a loss keeps you still. But if you try to out wrestle Tyra May Steele, that's a bad idea.
I love that catchphrase. That's really, really good. But as far as the match itself, I agree with you guys. I give it a B. And I do agree because I watched it a couple times too. It did feel like they were wrestling underwater. And there were some points you could tell Tyra May Steele was like overthinking certain things before she did it. It was like, she's like, I don't want to, grab you in the wrong position. I might hurt you. You could tell when she's like waiting during the Irish whip, she was kind of really trying to think. In some moves, she was trying to do it before, Carlee Bright even got to her. So I was just like, what's going on there? But she looked like she was a whole lot more comfortable when it came to moves on the ground, like when she did the double gator roll or when she had her submission moves.
Oh, yeah.
She looked great doing all that. And it was like, I was kind of scared for Carlee Bright because I'm like, you can't get away from her. No matter what you do, she's going to find a way to grab you and put you in a submission move, kind of like King from Tekken or something like that. But I think the match overall was actually pretty decent. I'll give it a B. I think they did the best they could in this match.
Okay. EOD, before we get to your thoughts, a reference from Kurt Angle and Robbie E.
What a showcase she's putting on. You ever have a one-on-one match with Kurt Angle?
I have had a one-on-one match with Kurt Angle.
What do you do with someone with that kind of ability?
I mean, my game, we're going 15 years back. My game plan was a lot different. I don't know. The standards in wrestling are different now. Okay, Carlee Bright, you probably went into this match different than I would have with Kurt.
AKA you ducking and dodging, Robert Stone. You don't want to say that Perk Angle beat your ass 15 years ago.
Right.
But EOD, your thoughts.
Right.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he said that I'm like, I knew exactly which Kurt Angle he fought in TNA. 'Cause he was better in TNA than he was in WWE, and he was already like Hall of Fame material in WWE. But anyway, the Tyra May Steele, her being involved. At first, I was kind of like, yeah, she shouldn't be involved. But now, like, based on what y'all were saying earlier about like how it looked like she was like hesitant with some of the moves and everything. That might be the whole reason why she's in Evolve, and maybe they can still say she's kind of on NXT, but featuring Evolve because it's a little bit easier to hone your craft on a tape show than hone your craft on something live and everything. And I don't really think it's more of the wrestling stuff, like a little bit of wrestling stuff, but her ground game is like great. It's more like I think more character work wise. I think is what they probably have her down there for a little bit more, just to get more comfortable. But I did like her facial expressions because she really like she could hurt this girl if she really wants to. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, yeah, she's super aggressive, and I liked it and everything because I remember when she first went on NXT because I didn't watch LFG, and she had the match, she was all smiling, and at the end she kind of flipped the script a little bit, and got kind of crazy, and I was like, oh, she can maybe end up being a heel, kind of like Kurt Angle was when he first showed up, except that he was more happy-go-lucky, but he was a heel thinking that he was a face. This kind of like what she's kind of doing now, but I like the aggressiveness and everything. I did like the tagline and everything that they came up with too. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, for a minute there, I actually thought they were gonna make a way for Carlee Bright to win the match. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it's like, yeah, Tyra May still dominated the match, and yeah, she should have won the match. The fact that she dominated the match, so I did like that, and hopefully she's not gonna be there for too long and everything, or maybe she could bounce back and forth because if you notice, like some of the NXT people that's now on Evolve, like their character work has gotten better. Not necessarily like the wrestling part, like whatever Ariana and Nikita got going on is like it's insane. And y'all know how much I like Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons to begin with, but it's like they're really there with their character work and stuff. So yeah, so I think it was good. It was a B match and everything, but yeah, I think she's only going to get better.
Okay, this is B's across the board. You know I gotta press the button for the B, so here we go. One more thing that happened during the match. This might come in the future, but this might like be vital. During the match, Carlee Bright screamed at Tyra May Steele, "I do belong here." Tyra May Steele said, "I didn't say you didn't belong here. I didn't say that at all. Why are you talking about that?" So Carlee Bright in the future might have like a complex where she thinks she doesn't belong there, which is the impetus for her to turn heel. That could be it right there. Because again, Kendall Gray is gone. So a heel Carlee Bright for the future when she goes to NXT would be perfect. Like Kendall Grace, what happened to you? You left me. I had to beat this by myself. Like, no, it's happened before. Like once you like leave somebody, like it's basically the Lyra and Tatum storyline. You left me, so therefore I had to become this to survive. That's it.
They didn't leave her though. She was the one that said, "Yeah, go off and do your own thing, so I can, basically step out of your shadows." I'm like, so technically, she really left Kendall.
Yeah, but,
the other way.
But come on.
Even though she really was kind of gone anyway, because she was with Ren all that time anyway. So, yeah.
Come on, but EOD, you love.
I can tell you're making your own friend group that doesn't involve me, and I gotta find my own hero journey. So
yeah, but let's be honest in life. Like It's Gall is one of my favorite wrestlers, but his logic and things is out of this world. Like there's no way you could ever. But that's the point. That's what I want to say by Carlee Bright. Carlee Bright, we'll talk. I don't want to spoil anything, even though it's on the damn title of the video.
That's perfect logic. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Backstage, the WWE ID talent talked their 3 heels and 4 baby faces. Brad Baylor and Jackson Drake were backstage. They said, "Look, this is the new year, new Ready project. We want to help. We want you guys to help us out." Cappuccino Jones was like, "I don't want to listen to this crap." Aaron Rourke, being the new leader, basically was like, "Look, we can think about it, but I don't really want to trust you. But at the same time, we don't like Cam Hendricks." Mr. Eli Knight said, "I don't like Cam Hendricks either. He's an arrogant ass." Then Mike Cunningham. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, not only do I